Well, welcome everybody. We're going to do a new uh, sort of series today. I'm going back actually because Barrier Island was obviously one of the first maps that we got when City Skylines 2 first came out. Obviously, to some very dodgy coding and situation, and we didn't really play it well, and that bridge was just a joke. But it looks a really good island, which was ruined by the fact that you had to take so much, height over these sailing routes. But we're going to jump in and we're going to have a go with all our new DLC. Better bridges for one. I'm going to be looking. I think we can utilize all these little islands. I think it's a great map. This. Lowest temperature is 10 degrees. I think back here we'll probably put our downtown. We'll have a bit of a mixture. I think this is a real good, highway interface. I quite like this one actually. So yeah, I think it's worthwhile. That bridge is awful, isn't it? But we'll change that bridge and put our new bridges and ports in. But I've got it on easy mode, so this means our points will come a little bit quicker, so it doesn't constrain us too much on the building. So for now, probably going to get rid of some of this road here. But our starting island, we'll say, we've got these sort of underground water, which we're going to utilize for our geothermal power plant, which we will be setting up shortly, because we'll get enough points to open that up in easy mode. So it's all going in that direction when it comes down to the direction of pollution. So we got like a nice little island here, which we'll do some forestry probably, and I think what we'll end up doing is this area here will all be, this side will be our industry. We've got a couple of specialized there we can utilize already, and then we'll probably do some sort of straight line intersection here. So I'm probably gonna travel across here as well. So we've actually got some things we can utilize, because if we look at our wind, it actually look at that, it actually sort of slightly changes. So we have got a potential of putting some industry over here and utilizing our little bit of oil we've got without affecting our sims. So we got a bit of oil and a bit of ore and a bit of sea oil as well. So yeah, I think majority of this will be residential for this island from this side onwards, with a little bit at the top here just being a little bit more industry, and then we'll probably take our highway back across here and then rejoin it probably in this area here. So yeah, should we get on? So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to make this I want to try and, I do like it when I give the best traffic start as I possibly can, and give me lots of things for expansion as well. So I think what I'm probably going to do, this will eventually be highway. So I'm going to come in from this angle here, I think. So let's build it out. Okay, I went a little bit wider in the end because I have a feeling I'm going to be putting a railway line in the middle of this as well. And it gives me some options as well at the end of the day. But I think that looks all right. Gives us a bit of an angle here. So what we'll do, we'll build our residential on this smaller bit here and eventually build it all out. So I think what I first need to do actually is looking at the terrain here. I think it needs a little bit of flattening out. I want to start on the best, so let's just use the leveling tool just to ease that out and just take away the little hillsides. I'm not going to get rid of all the hills on this island. I think some of it can be kept, but I think right at the beginning it's probably better we do it on as flat as possible, because we want to maximize our efficiency here so we can get up that progression tree as quick as we can. So let's just, plenty of money, so let's just give it all a bit of a smooth over, just for the areas that we're going to be building our residential bit. So it seems all right like that. So what we need to do is just, eventually I'll open this up and we will put some hillside in here to break it up a little bit, but for now let's just tidy it up and gives us a pretty much smooth palette for us to do our little creation on. All right, I think that works now. So what we need to do is just to build out our residential zoning area. I'll probably speed this up a bit, because it's the same old thing. You've seen me doing this 100 times before, but I'm going to just speed it up and then you can follow along. But I don't want it on dual, I just want it on single. But all right, I'll see you back in a little while. Okay, I think that looks all right. I'm not sure about that edge bit there, but we'll have a look at that again. But yeah, that should be enough for us to begin. I think we just need to a little touch up here and there, but let's start thinking about what we're going to do with our industrial side. Just let me close this off actually. And then we got a loop. Just ready to extend once we're at that position. So I think this looks a little bit, some gaps in here I need to fill in. So let's put these turnarounds on each of these. I do like putting these in. It just adds a little bit to the design, I think. You know, some of the things are, you know, dead ends as such. Let's have a look. So I probably need to put this one in here like so. And these little breaks here, which break your grid, sometimes just be fixed by just deleting and redoing again. And there you go. Let's fix that one nicely. I think that should be all right. Just need to connect this one. I think that should be all right like it is. Gives us enough. Let's get rid of that actually. I think what I might do is take it from this corner here, and it gives us a bit of a cheese wedge type of thing, so we can put some industry, some commercial and stuff in there, and perhaps some of the medical and some of the services too. Alrighty. So I think that's definitely good enough there. So what we need to do now, think about, is how we gonna just put in a bit of our commercial side. So obviously this is going to be where, you know, all the pollution's going to be heading towards. So not going to join that one right yet. So I just need to put it into some sort. And if I match, if I can get straight down like so. Yeah, it's probably follows the course line there. Yeah. Let's have a think about it and let's see how it goes. I think what I'll do again, I'll probably speed this thing up a little bit. I don't want to take it out the video, so I will speed it up, and then you guys can hopefully follow along. I'm going to do some one-way roads. So back shortly. Okay, that's that done. Now, there wasn't a lot to do in there because in the end I wanted to get that squirt around the water there so I can put my geothermal power plant in. And now what we can do is is continue on, I think, and bring in our actual residential zoning, which again is going to be on the 2-lane one-way on the one-way roads, the 2-lane one-way roads. So yeah, let's crack on. Right, there we go. That's pretty much enough done, I think, there. I'm quite happy with that. Obviously, now we've got our just going to put a roundabout on the end of here, a turnaround just until we open up some more ground. So yeah, I we got our first milestone. We're at Tiny Village now, so what we can do is get what we want. So we're going to start off with getting our electric, which we just need to get this battery, and then the geothermal power plant. This isn't a good strategy to do if you're on normal, by the way, because you don't get it soon enough, to be fair, and doesn't really give you much options, really, to be honest. So yeah, this is only for an easy mode sort of playthrough. I'd like to get the water treatment plant, but I don't quite have enough points for that. So I'm definitely going to get the crematorium. I'd like to start with the crematorium. It's just easier for me. So right, well, that's that done. So now I've got the road layout. I just need to now bang in. Let's see if we managed to get it. Oh, look at that for a... Couldn't have asked for better, could you? So yeah, it's just over it, which is good enough. 150 megawatts, so that's showing just nice. So just enough coverage there for the water. I was a bit worried about it, but yeah, we're covered. Let's just get it onto the one-way system, and then that's perfect. Yeah. So this will give us instant funding, to be fair. and it'll get us into profit almost straight away once we start to kick off. So what I need to do is think about get the water pumping station going. Let's have a look where this is. This will probably go over here, I think. So should we probably do a road, I think, from here, this little roundabout. So we just do a small road from here, and then perpendicular to that, we'll take it straight across. And then if we bring that all the way down here like so, and I wonder if it'll just pop on the end. No, it wants to on the side, of course it does. Doesn't like that. So let's put it about here. That should be good enough. So if I just now take that road in, just a bit further back, that should do it. So just trim that little bit of road off. So I've not flattened this down, so it's a bit wavy. But I'm not sure actually. I think what I'll do, I'll bring that up to here, get rid of this other road, and have a turnaround. Yeah, that's it. That should do it. So I guess I could put in the hoop water for now. So obviously I would have liked the water treatments, which you could get if you didn't get the you know, some of the others I got, but you know, we'll do this for now. Should be quite quick. We should be able to replace this quite instantly once we kick it off. Right, so what else do we need to put in? So I've got that. So let's also connect our electric so we can sell it. So we'll go underneath and we'll take it to the closest one to it. There we go. Seem to be on going, so I don't want to go. I must have accidentally hit spacebar. Right, so we're back to where we stand now. So we're back to, we actually need to get some zoning done. But probably before we do that, we might as well put in our services that we've got. Again, this is easy mode, so once we get services, we can put them straight in. We've got over 1 million. So again, normal mode, we wouldn't be doing this because it's a bit, you know, money is more crucial than in normal mode. And we only start with 1 million, I think. So yeah, it's a much different run through when it comes to normal mode, but easy mode, which is easy. Certainly in the beginning, money is not a problem, and we can concentrate on building, which is what hopefully you guys are interested in seeing. So let's have a look at what we want to put in here. So that has quite a good patient capacity of 250. So let's see where this can go. I think it can go on that road there. Yeah, I think that should be all right there. Now, if we look at crematorium wise, I'm going to go, I think, for the start. You go for the French one. There is a small, you know, small cemetery now as well, which is actually a lot bigger, ironically. But so yeah, you can actually extend that small cemetery, but I don't want to really put it in. It's still too large, really. So the French one isn't upgradable, but stock, I guess, vanilla crematorium is. So I'm going to stick with this one. So let's find a place for that. And if I go, should I bore at the end or should I put it right facing the medical centre? That probably looks better. Oh, milestone 2 unlocked, and we still haven't zoned anything. Well, that's good, because let's go in here and let's get our water treatment plant. So, is there anything else I want to get? Recycling centre. They want to get that, but I can hold off for now. So what else we've got? Might be worth getting these highways, and then I can start to think about that. But let me think about it. Right, so let's get in straight away. Get rid of this poop tube, and get rid of the sewage, plumbing pipe. And let's get this in right next to our water supply point. This is much easier. No contamination from that. Right, that's excellent. And now we've gone to another. Actually, we've got schools, so we might as well before we start zoning, we might as well get the schools in as well. So this one is once that's upgradable, 1,000 capacity. That looks good actually. What should I put in? That's 1,200. I think I'll go for that one actually. Yeah, it's quite a small, and it's upgradable as well. So let's put that one in here, right in the centre. And then we just need to pick a secondary school to sort of match. The city one is quite a good one to have. The high school itself is quite big, so I don't really want that. That's 800 for the American NE school. Modernised school. Well, that doesn't look too bad actually. Wonder if it'll fit. Oh, it fits right next to it. That'd be good. That's something I definitely want. Yeah, we can add a couple of things to it, I guess. So yeah, let's put that in there. All right, perfect. Excellent. So now we can think about zoning. Finally. Actually, before we do think about that, one of the things I do like to put all my cities in that is a little bit of pathing, because our Sims do like to walk if they can. That's all the pathing done, including connecting a path to our industrial areas as well. So now, finally, we're good to start to zone. Excellent. So, how am I going to do here? So, I'll probably use the North American low density in the first instance, and then probably some row housing as well. So, let's get the low density in first, because obviously we've unlocked medium housing. And I think the raw houses are better than the apartments. I think we probably get less of that, too small. With people complaining. So let's put a bit of commercial in our sort of like bit of a cheese slice here. Let's see what else we've got. So we've got North American low density. We'll just stick with that, I think. We need to go mad. I think that should do it all right there. Just a little shopping area. And then And then I was putting the long thing here. I actually need to put in industry. And I think I just need to use the North American row housing. I think that'll be the easiest way to do it. All right, let's take it off pause. First problem, as you can see, don't normally do it this way. This is when using like the, when you're not being exact with your zoning. What I don't want to do is when it comes down to row housing, I want it all going in a certain direction, and I don't want it in that direction, so it's not going to ease itself. So I think the best thing to do is just delete all these. And let's change it to so we don't paint the whole square. We go do this way. And then we can just get rid of those long bits. And then what I generally do is just delete everything that's small, so we get the full pavement. The full size up to the path. Okay, that seems to work. So we just let things move in now. And I made the cardinal sin. Do you know what I forgot? I forgot to add an exit. So basically nobody's moving in to my city because nobody can. Yeah, sometimes you get a little bit, you can't see the wood for the trees. So yeah, we need to add an entrance and an exit to the highway. And in fact, it's not a highway yet, so let's make this into a highway. So let's unlock that. Now we got a few more points. And actually, let us just unlock this one tile, and then I can make this a bit tidier too. So I can delete this, bulldoze this all the way back. So let's take it all the way back. Oh, not to the bridge. There we go. I will replace the bridge, by the way, guys, because that bridge sucks. Because it's humped up because it used to have to be ridiculously high over the sea lane. Now we have bridges and ports, and we have a way around that. So I'm just going to replace all of these with highway. And I'll probably just do something temporary for now. Well, the highway is not temporary, but we'll do an entry exit, just a temporary one for now. It's not going to be very good, but it'll do us for now. It'll be suitable for our means, we'll say. But until I've unlocked a few more tiles and give me a few more options, I'd like to have a separate entry to the entry and exit to the industrial areas, if I can. But for now, let's just join all these together. So let us do single, and then to 180, and then that's perfect. Oh, it would be perfect if it actually hit the actual. Yep. So I'll try that again. Let's take that up to 10. I think that's connected this time. Yeah, that's connected this time. Again, this is not being kept because I'll be replacing that bridge for the bridge, for the proper bridges and ports bridge. I haven't decided which one yet. But once we unlock more tiles there, we should be in a better place. Let's get this highlighted in. Yeah, that should do us for now. I have made this a lot wider as well because I think my if I use the single bridge, that will probably need to be a little wider. Right, so let's look at how we're going to connect this. So I think I just need to add an extra lane here. But I think what I'm probably doing is bring in this. Let's do a 3. Let's put it. This is the good idea of having that Anarchy mod as well. Just making these 3 lanes right now, and then what I'll see how this looks here. If I take this one off and bring it to this roundabout here, I'm not sure if that's connecting the way I want it. Yeah, I think that's going to be too busy. Got to bring it all traffic this way. Oh, that's going to be bringing in all my residential. No, I don't like that. Yeah, I think I need to make some sort of road to bring this off. So at least for now anyway. We will come up with another idea, I think, but for right now, just to get Sims into our city, I just need anything really, to be honest. What's going to work? So if you get this in here, let's see, might need it a little bit longer just to get it on. Just got a roundabout on either side of it. So if I just do a little bit longer just to give us that space, bang a roundabout, I think, on the end of each one. Then this gives me then an option to have it entry exit as well as entry egress. And that's because it's not doing that. Okay, why is it not doing it? Why is it not doing it? Let's click it. Oh, it is a pain, this. But thanks, Flattening, we can get away with it and just do it where it's elevated. So if we take that across, should be enough. And let's do the same for the other side as well. Now what we need is get onto our single highway exit ramp. And then take it from here to this one. Oh, I didn't get it on the highway. Okay, let's try that again. I think I'm on the highway. Oh yeah, that's much better. Get into this one like so, and then we want to get back on the highway from here. Just click once, let it bend in. I think that'll be about right there. Yep, looks all right. Again, this is just a temporary thing right now, so it's just something we can do in the space. I'll put a proper interchange at some point. this should be good enough for the beginning. So if let's put it onto our curve. I bring this like here, so, and then what I can do is get a roundabout, I think, on the end of this road here, and then back up with a dual lane road, and then just take it as far as we can. There we go. Perfect. That looks all right, that actually. So that's coming off from the direction that we're not actually connected to yet. Now we need to do the same on our other highway here, so let's take that into there, like so. Excellent. And then if we do the same again, I don't know if we'll get over the path. Well, it looks like it's a little bit dodgy. I'll do there. Yep, that's good enough. And again, what we'll do, we'll probably have to bring it into one of these roads here, I think. So what I'll do is I will make that a roundabout there, and then just bend it round. This might be a little bit tight, a bit janky, but it'll do for what we need. So all we need to do now is put a bit of lane maths in it. So 3 can become 2. So we get rid of the 2. And again, need it on elevated. So that should be all right there. Looks quite good. Probably need a little extra there for that 3rd lane, but we'll see. So let's just do the same thing on this side. And that's big enough there. So let's just give it a little extra, I think, here. And again, it needs to be on elevated. That should be all right, I think. Oh, it looks like we've got this messed up here as well. I've not got these all as highways, so I just need to go back to the 2 lane, fix that. And again, put it on elevated. Right, so what we need to do is switch it all back on. We should be able to start building up and getting some residents in. So let's do that. Right, we're certainly in a better position now. That gives us, let's just get rid of this. And we've gone over to milestone 4, Grand Village. Excellent. Looking pretty good. I think we're about a point where we can actually start thinking about in some specialist industry in here, at least for the specialist industry we've got. Again, this is not lighting up, and probably down to this road. The zoning is wrong, so I just need to delete that and put the road back in, and that should correct that. Yep, it does, and we need to just to fill that out. Oops. And that back to it. I mean, at the end of the day, this is just building and building, and we won't be coming back here doing much demolishing. This is what easy mode gives you. It pretty much allows you to build the way you want it. So it's good to have a plan at this point. Obviously, if it was in normal mode, we'd be building like a temporary area here and then looking at rebuilding it at some point. But no, it looks pretty good right now. I think we just need to be thinking now about putting some extra stuff in, but right now it's complaining that we need some entertainment because now we're in milestone 4. So but before we do that, let's open up some more options. So let's give us some park maintenance. We'll get large parks for sure. Should I get sports parks yet? Let's have a look. So I want some bigger roundabouts. I'll take that, and I'll take the large roads and the parking areas. Definitely need those. Probably right for the rest there. Don't need anything there. Don't need anything there. Hospital, not yet. Probably do need to think about getting a recycling centre and incineration plant. So it might be something I'll get now. College, yeah, I should get a college, I think. What about fire station? Not yet. Could do with getting the train unlocked, I think, and then the water. So that gives me sports and parks. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Right, that's all I need for now. So let's put some parks. So we're going straight to the bigger ones, and this should be able to give us. Shouldn't need to put that many in, so let's put in something what will make it look okay. So I think this is quite a good one to put in here, but I want it facing down, so just across there like so. Come on, there we go, trigger that in. Okay, so let's put something. This has got quite a bit winding part. Oh, look at that. Gets rid of it all. What if I put it up here? Will it work up here? But yeah, it seems to. Excellent. Just 2 parks, and then we've covered our requirements. Not bad. So this is park management. So this is just really to go out and keep our parks in good shape. So let's put that. I wonder if it'll squeeze in this little spot here. Yes, it will. There you go. And in fact, while I'm thinking about that, let's go and put the road one in as well. So if I actually give another option for the parks management to get out there as well, it doesn't quite fit in. I can do it here actually. There you go, that's another option. But I could do with giving the roads one as well, I think. So let's go back here and get the road maintenance depot. I wonder if that will go there actually. It'll go on this side. Ooh. Perfect spot. Right, so we get the keep the roads in good condition as well. So that's that both done. We could probably think about getting some trash out as well, but right now we're in a pretty good spot. Loads and loads of options here, so probably need to think about getting some fire and police. That looks really nice, that asset. So where are we? That's not too bad, actually. So look where we are. Education is doing well. Traffic is doing really well, so our junction's not doing too bad there, really, to be honest. Even though it's a bit dodgy. Yeah, I'm not going to worry myself about the junction right now. But it's looking pretty clear, to be fair. Yeah, so let's get on with it now, I think, and we'll do a little bit more zoning. Probably put some specialised industry, probably in a further episode, and fix that bridge. But yeah, for now, I think we're good to go. So let's try and look at our profit already. It's looking pretty solid, but I think we can expand out a little bit more here and get us ready to get bigger. Right, let's do it. So that's everything done, pretty much. I think enough for this episode anyway. It's probably gone on for far too long right now, but I think we're in a good, pretty spot. I mean, everything looking pretty sweet, to be honest. Healthcare's up there. Yeah, need some garbage management. Fire, okay. Police, not too bad. Schools are looking reasonably well. Happiness is right up there. think we're looking pretty sort of sweet. So should we take a quick look before we say farewell? Let's see how our city's doing. So let's take a little bit of a zoom in here and see what it's looking like. I mean, the roads aren't congested. Yeah, there's loads of parking everywhere. I haven't really put in parking yet. But yeah, it's looking pretty stable. I love the row houses, actually. These are the sort of like North American beachfront properties. Quite cool. And then North American normal properties inside, which again is quite nice looking. I quite like this, how this is growing up. So this is how you would, you know, do a good start. I mean, that highway is pretty much trouble-free. Little industry here. I mean, we will get some specialized industry in the next time. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to see anything else in particular, if you've enjoyed it, if you'd like to see more different types of starts and things like that. If you want to see a normal start and see how we make our different choices there, let me know in the comments. But until then, thanks all for watching, and I'll see you all again. Bye all.